All right, welcome back everybody to the deep dive. We've got a real head scratcher today
Yeah.
involving, well, you guessed it, Donald Trump
Of course.
and his upcoming second term.
Yeah.
But there's a twist this time,
A big one.
a court date. And not just any court date,
Right.
it's a sentencing.
For financial crimes.
Yeah, here in New York.
Yeah.
And the timing of it all, that's what's really got people talking, right?
It's pretty wild.
Because we're talking about a president-elect.
About to be inaugurated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just a couple weeks before that.
He's facing this sentencing.
Unprecedented, right.
Absolutely. Never seen anything like it.
So that's what we're diving into today. This whole situation with Trump, the charges against him, what it all means for his return to the White House.
It's what it might say about, well,
the state of American politics.
exactly.
And, we've got to rewind a little bit to really grasp what's going on here.
Back to the campaign, actually.
Right, the last one.
Yeah. It all goes back to these hush money payments. You've probably heard that term thrown around.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So basically, we're talking about money paid to keep certain information under wraps.
Stuff that could have hurt his chances.
Right. Potentially damaging stuff.
Okay, so I get the basic idea, but for folks who maybe need a refresher,
Sure.
what exactly is hush money? And why is it such a legal hot potato?
Well, hush money itself isn't always illegal.
Oh, really?
It's more about the context. Like, if it's used to cover up a crime or something, that's obviously a problem.
Okay, yeah.
But in this case with Trump, the charges allege that these payments weren't disclosed properly.
So like a transparency issue.
Exactly.
And also that they went over campaign contribution limits.
Which is a big no-no.
Yeah, I can see how that would look suspicious.
Right, like trying to influence the election illegally.
So we've got this legal baggage hanging over Trump's head as he's getting ready to step back into the Oval Office.
And that raises a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah, like how does this impact the transition of power? I mean, can a president-elect even be sentenced before taking office?
Well, the Constitution itself doesn't directly address someone with a criminal record becoming president.
So it's kind of murky.
It is. It is. We're in uncharted waters here.
But it feels like this could throw a real wrench in the works.
Oh, absolutely. There could be legal challenges, appeals flying left and right.
And maybe even talk of impeachment before he's even sworn in.
It's not off the table.
Wow. And then you've got the whole public perception angle to consider too, right?
Yep.
How does this conviction, especially for financial misconduct and, trying to bury information,
Right.
how does that affect his authority, his ability to actually govern?
Huge implications there. Think about it. Passing legislation, negotiating on the world stage, maintaining public trust.
It all gets a lot harder.
Much harder, yeah. With this conviction looming over him, it's like a constant shadow.
It's almost like this whole case is a symptom of a much bigger issue.
You think?
Yeah, like this deep division in our politics.
Oh, absolutely. It just highlights the uncertainty and the tension that's gripping American politics right now.
We're so polarized.
And there's this erosion of trust in our institutions.
It's like nobody can agree on anything anymore.
And finding common ground feels impossible.
It really does.
And you know what? The fact that this news is coming from CBS News,
Right. A reputable source?
yeah, a well-respected, credible outlet,
It just adds more weight to it all.
it makes it that much more significant.
So let's zoom out for a second. We've got a president-elect about to be sentenced for crimes, legal battles brewing, a nation on edge, and divided.
Deeply divided.
What does this say about the state of American politics?
To me, it shows just how vulnerable our system is and how complex.
Right. And fragile, too.
Absolutely. It's a wake-up call, I think,
About
about the importance of accountability, transparency, and upholding ethical standards, especially in our leaders.
And this isn't just an American issue, right?
Yeah,
This situation is going to have ripple effects around the world.
no doubt about it.
So that's the final thought I'll leave you with today. How might all of this whole Trump situation, how might it change how the world sees American leadership?
That's a good one.
Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll see you next time.
See you then.